What are sayings you grew up hearing only to find out they were unique to your family? If we were having a hard time doing a puzzle or something, Mom would tell us, "You gotta hold your teeth right." Whenever she bought us presents, they came from the get-in place. Growing up with an Asian mom that was working on perfecting her English, she would often say, "Ah, that is the suck," instead of, "You know, that sucks." Didn't take long for us to catch on and correct her, but it was so funny we just kinda stuck to it. So when something is shitty now, I'll instinctively say in my head, "Well, that is the suck." Whenever I didn't like something, my dad would say, "Well, it likes you. It called the other day and said so." It could be anything. Broccoli, a hamburger, the neighbor's cat, whatever I didn't like or want to try. He had always gotten a call. When Mom was angry about something and we'd ask her, "What's for lunch?" Quote, she'd put her hands on her hips and exclaim, "Fried assholes." Quote. My dad always used "it's broke" with a capital F as his way of saying, "It's completely fucked," but without swearing in front of us as kids. My Nan and Mum would always say, "You're nosy for a cabbage," when I would try to ask about stuff that wasn't my business. Not sure if it's unique to us, but I've never heard anyone else say it. When something new turned up and we'd ask my dad where it came from, his reply was always, "Stole it from a blind man down on the corner." My dad always said, "Life is like a bowl of cherries, but you just gotta watch out for the shit underneath." And to this day I have no fucking clue what it means. I asked him and he said, "One day you'll get it." Well, Dad, I'm 36 and have no clue. One I still don't understand is, "What are you doing? Posing for animal crackers?" Quote, I mean, I understood the meaning, but the reference was beyond me. Basically, when I was standing around during work and not doing anything. Dad had a lot of weird ones. Mom, you'd never notice on a galloping horse. No one really looks closely at you. The term "to disconcur," meaning to disagree. Tried using it once in a class and got some serious sideways looks. Teacher had to break it to me that it is not a valid word. My dad doesn't swear, so he always uses the word "suck." "What the suck is going on here? You're all sucked up." It would always make me and my friends laugh. He also uses the word bunghole. "That guy's a real bunghole." He has a ton of other phrases I can't think of right now. 1. Whenever I get in trouble, my mom always used to say, "Girl, you must think fat meat ain't greasy. I might show you." Never understood what it meant, and to this day, I barely understand. Looked it up recently though, and apparently it's a phrase that is pretty much exclusively used by African Americans. 2. Almost forgot about this one, but when I'd ask my mom what was for dinner, one of her favorite responses used to be, "Air pie and wind pudding." Never heard anyone else in my life say this. LMAO. My dad would tell us to cough it up. It could be a gold watch if you were coughing. I never understand it. "Whoa, Jackson," was something my dad always said. He swore it was a thing in the 70s, which my mom would always shake her head behind him and mouth, "It was never a thing." Whenever we were to fend for ourselves for dinner, my mom called it "get-your-oni," "get you your oni." "I'm going to start drinking, and I don't mean Diet Coke." My mom when angry. My father has a bunch of them, but my favorites are, "You're shaking," or "shivering, like you're shitting peach pits." He'd say this to me whenever I would exhibit the slightest sign that I was cold, which he never seemed to be even on the coldest days. Slower than blue molasses equals slower than slow. Even slower than regular molasses. Usually said about a slow driver in front of him, or to me when I was taking too long to do something. Usually getting ready for school. More useless than tits on a boat equals even more useless than tits on a bull or boar. I'm convinced he used this because he once read the phrase wrong and mistook boar as boat. You got goats. My family's way of saying you had a wedgie, because it looked like there was a goat in your crack eating your pants. Quite embarrassing when I found out that wasn't a common phrase. A million o'clock to express very late. When did he call you? At like a million o'clock.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.